Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Tyler here from the Sacramento Breakdown, and we got a Kings trade emergency stream, doing the stream right now. And literally the news came in about 15-20 minutes ago. I'm gonna go ahead and actually just straight up put the trade on the screen, tell you guys what we got rid of, and then we'll do a little discussion about it. We got Lost Sheep and UHBN in the chat. What's going on, guys? How's it going? We got a fresh follow from Coach DJ Layton about 3 minutes ago, coach of the Kings Guard gaming team. So thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Here we go. So let's go to window capture. Go over here. There are no plans for Kent Bazemore to pursue a buyout with Sacramento Kings, as he has a great relationship with Luke Walton in front office. That's coming in 32 seconds ago. All right, let's go ahead and go to Woj and get the official reports here. Looks like Portland has traded Kent Bazemore and Anthony Tolliver and 2 second-round picks to Sacramento for Trevor Ariza, Wayne and Gabriel, which, by the way, everybody said Wendell Gabriel. It's annoying. Figure out the names. And Caleb Swanigan, source tells ESPN. So, as you guys can see here, we got in return Kent Bazemore, Anthony Tolliver, and 2 picks. We got 4 things. We gave 3 things up to the Trailblazers. And actually, if you really want to, think about it, it's almost a 4-for-1, because Wendell Gabriel, or now I'm saying it, Wayne and Gabriel and Caleb Swanigan, both pretty much irrelevant as far as the Kings go. And Trevor Ariza sucked too. So honestly, it's like we just got stuff. That's how I see it. Kent Bazemore, apparently he's been having a streaky year. I don't know, not such a great shooting year. We're actually going to go ahead and jump into Basketball Reference and just see what his percents look like, because people are saying he's had an off year. Anthony Tolliver, we've had him before. You know what to expect from Anthony Tolliver. He stretches the floor. And we got 2 second-round picks, which we're going to have all the second-round picks here pretty soon, because we have like 3 this year, 2 next year, 2 the next year. Now we got 2 more, so we have tons of second-round picks. Whew, all right, let's get into it. So, screen is good now. Honestly, sad to see Wayne and Gabriel leave. It is sad to see Gabriel leave. I thought Gabriel could have actually, been decent. So it is kind of disappointing that he is leaving, but we did get Kent Bazemore out of it. So let's go ahead and actually see. Oops, sorry, I hit the mic. Let's look up Kent Bazemore here, stats. Let's go dive into exactly what Kent Bazemore's got going on here, just out of curiosity. So if you look at it, looks like he's averaging 7.9 points, 1.4 assists. Ooh, that field goal percentage is gross, 34.7%. That's not good. Let's get into the deeper stats here. So let's go 19-20. It's looking like, where's his averages at? Game log, split, shooting. Advanced game log? No. And you think I'd know how to use Basketball Reference by now. Okay, go back. Okay, here we go. So this is Bazemore's shooting this year. He's shooting 34% from, just field goals, 34% overall. 32% from 3-point range, which I guess isn't bad. But that's still 32% isn't bad for threes. That's like making 1/3 of your shots. 34% overall, though, that's horrible. That's just awful. I don't know why he's shooting so poorly. That is just disgusting. I don't know exactly. Maybe they're passing him lots of bailout shots. Maybe he just sucks and he's missing his shots. I don't know. But if you look overall, I guess this is the screen to be on right here. I don't know, not doing bad, I guess. If you look at his points, he's averaging 7.9 points per game, which that's the lowest points he's averaged since the 2014-15 season. That's kind of concerning, but he can't make a shot, so I guess that makes sense. Yeah, he has not been very good this year. Oh, Skip is in the building. I was thinking of someone else. Skip, what's going on, Skip? Yeah, it is convoluted. It's hard to figure out. It's basically made for a stat nerd to be able to figure it out, which is funny. But yeah, people are saying he hasn't been very good this year. That's what the stats are showing. I don't know. Maybe he'll have a little more of a role in the offense. I'd have to watch a Trailblazer game or two with Bazemore and really kind of, get a feel for why he was playing poorly. I mean, he was on a new team. I don't know. Maybe he didn't really like his role. Maybe his role wasn't fit for him. I don't know. But, I mean, let's look at it this way. Let me bring it back. First off, before I give my little breakdown of how I feel about things, 80% from the free throw line, that's not bad. I mean, there's been tons of games where we've been, needing somebody to shoot free throws. Pretty positive 80% from the free throw line would make him our best free throw shooter. Besides maybe Bogdan. Oh, no, Hield's probably pretty good. But, I mean, it doesn't feel like it, though. It feels like everybody sucked this year. Doesn't look great, to be quite honest with you guys. But Jeff says, Tap, I'm working, so I'll just listen. That's cool. If he was playing better, they wouldn't let him go for Ariza, Gabriel, and Swanigan. True. That's very true. But, and thank you, Jeff, for tuning in. I appreciate it. Let me go ahead and just give my little breakdown of this. So, we took on, I think, a little more salary than we gave up. And Skip says, I'm just happy we don't have Ariza and Swanigan on the roster anymore. Me too. We took on a little more salary than we gave up, which is totally fine because, we're going to be making more moves this year. This almost isn't really a trade for this year. I mean, it definitely is because Trevor Ariza is somebody that was not very good for us, and just a one-for-one swap, Kent Bazemore for Trevor Ariza, to me, is a win for us because Bazemore is younger, he's a better defender, he's more athletic, and even if he is having an off season, I would rather have Bazemore than Ariza at this point, just straight up, and I think most people would. So it's not really some groundbreaking thing to say. Now, in terms of for next year, years in the future, hypothetically, if Kent Bazemore has a decent season, he's making $19 million this year, but it's an expiring contract. So if we don't trade him to somebody else before the trade deadline and he stays on the roster, there's a chance that maybe the Kings re-sign him next year. And if he's having an off season, maybe he has just enough for us to be like, okay, this dude's going to be a good role player for us. Maybe we're able to sign him pretty cheap, which I wouldn't mind Kent Bazemore coming off the bench as a role player for the next couple seasons if he plays decent. It's kind of almost like we're taking a flyer on Bazemore. Either he sucks now, which he was never good enough for his $19 million a year contract. That was just overpaid. He's one of those guys that got lucky. Either he sucks now, and Ariza sucked anyways, doesn't really matter. Or maybe we sign him in the future. Maybe he's somebody that, he's going to be a good role player for the Kings next couple of years for cheap. Or maybe we were just trying to get out of the Ariza contract. We got an expiring contract for him, and Bazemore is never in a Kings jersey again past April because we're not making the playoffs. No, we might. I don't know. Who knows? I doubt it. UHBN, for the second time, says he thinks we're clearing up a roster spot for a Bogey trade. I don't know. Skip, Bogey's your dude. Say something in the comments. I want to know what you think about it. What do you think? You think Bogey's as good as gone or what? I don't know. I'm not sure, to be honest. I honestly don't know what they're thinking. I see, the thing is, it's hard for me to believe that Vlade is going to trade away his Serbian prince, his Serbian sweetheart. Vlade, he loves his Euro guys. So I don't know. It's hard for me to believe that Vlade trades him away, but I think Vlade will throw Bogey under the bus, in order to keep his job. Because I think Vlade is going to be on the hot seat here pretty soon. Not reading Bogey. What are we going to get back that's better? Yeah, I don't know. Not sure. Yeah, that's for UHB in the comment. He seems to think it's a Kuzma trade. I don't think... I mean, Kuzma's not better than Bogdanovic. He's not. Straight up. I mean... And honestly, there's nothing you could give the Kings that's on the Lakers roster with Kuzma that would sweeten the deal. I mean, I don't want Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. I don't want... what's his name that used to be on the Celtics? I don't know why I'm blanking on his name right now. He used to be on the Pistons and the Celtics and the Clippers. Not Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. What's his name? I really can't think of it. Now it's irritating me. Denny Green, possibly? No. Oh, maybe Danny Green, but he's making 15 mil a year. We don't have the roster. I mean, once we make trades, get rid of Dedmon, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know if Danny Green really fit our roster. If we already got Buddy, well, maybe if we get rid of Bogdan, we're gonna need more shooting. I don't know. It's kind of like you don't know what's gonna happen with Dedmon and this and that, and it goes back and forth. But I would say Danny Green's probably the only guy I would really want. Avery Bradley. Don't want Avery Bradley. JaVale McGee. We don't need JaVale. Who are we going to get? Jared Dudley. Quinn Cook. Which, I don't know. Quinn Cook might be decent if we trade Corey Joseph. I mean, he might be an okay replacement, but I don't really want him. We're going to get Boogie back? No. So, there's really not much there for us in terms of Avery Bradley. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Skip knew what I was talking about. So, now, we get Anthony Tolliver out of it. Anthony Tolliver was on the Kings before. He was a consistent three-point shooter. And that's it. I mean, there's really not much else to say. He's not somebody that's going to play a ton of minutes and carry the team, but he's a role player that can shoot the three. And we have games where nobody can make a three besides maybe Bielitsa. And we have games where everybody else is just bricking shots. Bielitsa is our most consistent three-point shooter. And Skip says if Danny Green is a better player, why would LAL trade him? I don't know. I don't think they would. I think Danny Green is the bailout guy for LeBron on this team. Danny Green's gonna be the guy that in the final seconds of a game, LeBron's gonna pass it to Danny Green, and he's gonna either shoot the three or he's gonna brick it. And LeBron's gonna be going, oh well, I wanted to make the basketball play. The basketball play was passing it to the three-point shooter, who's Danny Green. Blah blah blah. Danny Green's the guy that's going to be bailing out LeBron. He always has 2 or 3 of them on the team every year. Shane Battier would always guard the other team's best defender on the Heat. Best player on the Heat. J.R. Smith would always defend the other team's best player on the Cavs. Ray Allen always hit the threes on the Heat. Kyrie always hit the shots, on the Cavs. And Danny Green is that guy. In the playoff time, it's going to be Danny Green's going to hit all his shots, and then LeBron's going to go, oh, he's making the basketball play. Anyways, don't get me started on LeBron. That guy sucks. Anthony Tolliver, though. Anthony Tolliver, decent player. Role player. Kent Bazemore, though, is the crown jewel, but we get 2 second-round picks. Why is that so important? Skip said, Vladdy already said, we ain't trading Bogey immediately after the Kuzma trade rumors came out. Isn't that what somebody who's going to trade Bogdanovic? Isn't that something they would say? They would want you to believe? Vladdy's a real tricky fellow. No, I don't think Bogdanovic gets traded. But what I do want to look at actually is, this is something else interesting. Sacramento Kings draft picks. See if I can find a list of draft picks that we have. I don't even know what website would have a good list of picks. Sacramento Kings, future draft pick status. Here we go. So let me put this up on the screen for you guys here. Here we go. So this looks kind of confusing, so stick with me here. Damn, this is hella confusing. Okay, yeah, this ain't it. I just want a simple list. NBA future drafts detailed. Here we go. So this is what we have. We have a 2020 second round pick from Detroit. We have a 2020 second round pick from Golden State or Houston. I'm just gonna assume it's the stuff in bold is what we're reading here. We have a 2020 second round pick from Miami. So that's 3 second round picks in this year's draft. We have 2 in 2021. I know we have more than that. I think we have 2 the following year too, I believe. Here we go. This is better. This is a lot better. So 2020, we have our own Detroit via Phoenix. Looks like we have our own, and then we have 3 others. So actually we have 4 second round picks in this year. Then we have our own Memphis and Miami. So we have 3 next year, I think. And then we got 1 for 2024, 1 for 2025. So we have a ton of second round picks. Vlade can do something with that, I would think. Maybe not. Maybe second round picks are irrelevant. But I would think Vlade could, you know, that's a ton of second round picks to have. Vlade has his finger behind his back when he said we ain't trading Bogey. Phoebo in the chat, what's going on, Phoebo? Yeah, we have a crazy amount of second round picks. It's a little nuts, but I don't know. And then in terms of what we gave up, Ariza, he hasn't been that good. He's washed, I think, and maybe he's gonna play good with the Blazers. You know, I would have really liked if there was and your starting small forward, 6'8" from Syracuse, number 7, Carmelo Anthony. I would have really enjoyed if he was in this trade, but he's not, and it's okay. I don't have to have Carmelo Anthony. He actually, 00, Carmelo Anthony. I'd update it for the Trailblazers. Melo's my guy. I don't care what Skip says. I am a Melo apologist for life. He's a shot chucker. He doesn't play defense half the time, but when he's hot, ooh, it's just some of the smoothest to watch. I love watching Melo go off. But, you know, we gave up Trevor Ariza, Wayne and Gabriel, and Caleb Swanigan. Caleb Swanigan, back to Portland. It's going to be like when, who was that ran through the tunnel? Is Melo money? Melo's pretty much a god, to be quite honest with you. Melo's a beast. He's I don't know. He's old, but he'd be a good role player. I mean, Melo can get buckets. I never count out Melo to get me a bucket if I need to in 2K or watching a game. Oh hell no, I'm not a Blazers fan. No, get out of here. No, there's no way I could be a Blazers fan. Although, big shout out to what's his name? CJ McCollum, Stumptown. Actually, I've been watching Stumptown. It's good. Anyways, whoa, jumping ship is he? Oh no, I ain't jumping ship. No way. I hope Bazemore defensive energy helps boost the Kings' defensive like what Shumpert did for us last year. I hope so as well. I think he could do that. I just think the fact that he's younger and more athletic is gonna, you know, benefit us. I mean, just even if he shoots worse than Ariza, I just want him, you know, Ariza can't fly down the court and dunk the ball like, you know, athletically and you know, have like Ariza had no bounce in his game. He was just like sit in the corner and shoot threes and miss them half the time or more than half the time, obviously, and then that was it. And his defense wasn't that great. Bazemore can at least defend, and that's what I like. You know, very Shumpert is Iman Shumpert is a good comparison. And Skip is seeing one of the critters of Stumptown tomorrow at Stockton Con. Yeah, I mean, it's a good show. Actually, I never even started watching. I missed the first few episodes. My girlfriend got into it, and then I was like, oh, what's this? And now I've been watching it with her every week, so it's cool. But I remember, Skip, you told me about Stumptown before it came on. You told me about it, and I just kind of was like, I just never got, I didn't really watch a lot of TV. I'm still watching The Walking Dead, which people laugh at me when I tell them. I just am. I apologize. Ariza got his cheese. His check won't bounce just like him. Ooh! Yo! Hold up. Gotta hit him with one of these real quick. Ariza got his cheese. His checks won't bounce just like him. Oh! I gotta get like figure out how to put I gotta get like a gift to put on the screen when someone says something like that. But I thought it's super hot fire though when he said that, so I had to put that on the screen when he said that. All right. Anyways, overall, I think it's a good trade for us. I think Bazemore will help us out. Tolliver's a good veteran to have in the locker room. Ariza's gone. I think Dedmon's as good as gone very soon here. I think I do have a feeling there's gonna be some sort of trade that's like kind of big. Like if maybe Bogey. I don't think we can. correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we can't even trade Buddy until the trade the NBA draft. I think is the earliest we can trade Buddy. I saw somebody on Twitter saying that. I don't know how much validity there is to it, but I heard that. So we can't trade Buddy. Obviously, Fox isn't going to get traded, but I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if there was even some rumors of like the Kings, which I don't think they would. Actually, you know what? No, I would be surprised because Harrison Barnes has been a beast this year. But I don't know. I think Vlade might get on the hot seat if this gets bad enough, and he might be like, like for example, I think Stan Van Gundy traded for Blake Griffin right before he got fired from the Pistons. I believe Buddy has a poison pill clause, so we can trade him. You mean so we can't trade him this season, right, Skip? You said we can trade him this season. But I think you meant to say we can't. I think Bazemore is 30 now, 31. Let me look real quick for you, Jeff. Bazemore, he is 30. July 5th is my birthday. July 1st, 1989. He's 30. So, what is he, 5 years younger than Ariza? Oh, but he can be traded. Oh, really? I was not aware of such things. I thought he could not be traded. Poison pill clause. I'm going to look that up real quick. I'm just curious. I never even really... The poison pill provision isn't technically a term that is defined in the NBA's collective bargaining agreement. When a team uses the arenas provision to sign an early bird restricted free agent to an offer sheet, that team can include a massive third-year raise, as often referred to as the poison pill. Okay, so that's interesting. So we can trade Buddy. All right. I wouldn't be surprised if there was maybe a little bit of Buddy trade rumors. That would be the one that probably wouldn't surprise me very much. But I don't know. I kind of see it's almost like Vlade. It's almost like Vlade doesn't want to look stupid, so he wouldn't trade him. I don't know. I just feel like Vlade doesn't want to look stupid. I feel like Vlade wants to win with the team he put together, so he doesn't want to trade any core pieces, which would be De'Aaron, really Buddy, and Bogdan. And I guess you would include Barnes in that now. And then his draft pick Bagley, those 5, and now Holmes is brought in. So I don't know. Is somebody big going to get traded? No. Do I think it's going to get floated out there that he's looking to trade somebody? Probably. I think it's going to get floated out there, but I don't know if it's going to actually happen. And other than that, guys, I mean, I don't know. So it sounds like pretty much everybody on Twitter and everybody in the chat, this will be considered an off year for him. He's shooting 38% from 3. Phoebo says, I'll trade Fox, to be honest. I think we're going to lose Fox to the bigger market when the day comes. I don't think it's time. Honestly, Phoebo, me personally, I don't think it's time to be thinking like that yet. I think we can still turn this around. But I will say, I don't blame you for thinking like that. I don't blame you for thinking, trade for Fox to get something good now while you can. But the thing is, then it's a cycle of, so we're going to keep trading for players, have them for a year, and then when they're a free agent, then what? Then we're going to lose them. So every year we have a star for a year, then we trade him. Like, at some point, you have to stick with, who you got. And the thing is, players in this day and age too, they seem to not ever turn down the money. It seems like they always go for the money, and then, we'll see what happens. It's like the classic Carmelo move. Take the money, ask for a trade. That's like Carmelo set the precedent. Ever since him, it's always been take the money now, ask for the trade later. For some reason, that's just how players do it these days. So I think Fox will take the money. Maybe he'll force himself out in a year after that. But I think Fox will take the money. AD will force his way out of New Orleans if the Kings keep losing like this. Fox might do the same. Yeah, I mean, I could totally see him forcing himself out. I just don't think he won't. He'll definitely take the money. Yeah, so that's what's gonna happen. But I don't know. De'Aaron has had some DeMarcus to him where he's talked like, "Oh, I want to be the savior of the Kings. I want to be the guy that turns the Kings around." He has said that. DeMarcus Cousins also said that. Then when DeMarcus Cousins left the Kings, he said, "I should have left a long time ago. I don't know why I didn't leave a long time ago." So, is Fox going to look at that and think, "Man, I should get out of here"? Maybe he thinks that, but I don't know. I kind of think Fox isn't it for the long haul, but you never know. I mean, these dudes, it seems like Karl Anthony Towns wants to leave the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns, he couldn't fight his way out of a wet paper bag. I can't stand that dude. That Karl Anthony Towns is soft as it gets. Oh, God. Okay, I'm not going to go on rants about other players. This is my first happy stream in like a month. We've won something. We won a trade. It's not a game, but we won something. It's a trade, and I'm happy. I'm excited. And yes, Boogie did want that $209 million. He definitely wanted that money. Cat just said he ain't going nowhere else yesterday. Oh, did he really say that? Okay, I didn't hear that. But, I believe it. I don't think you're lying to me. Skip in the chat, spreading disinformation just cause he wants to. Anyways, not a game. Not the game that I'd die for. Practice. One of the greatest 5 minutes of of a press conference in any sport ever history. Not a game that I die for. Practice? Anyways, all right, with that being said, I'm losing my mind, guys. We won something. Not a game. I didn't realize I said that either. I didn't realize I said it like that. That's funny. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for coming in here and just chatting about this trade. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. There's a Kings Jazz game tonight later. I'm not going to be able to do that game tonight. You have to, not to put Skip on the spot here. I was just about to text him too. And then this Kings news dropped. I'm not going to be able to do the game tonight. I could do it tomorrow. Or maybe Skip just does it later. I don't know. It's up to him. But anyways, thank you guys so much. Everybody, Phoebo, Skip, Lost Sheep, Jeff, I know you're listening to me at work, and UHBN. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate it. And I will see you guys later. Love you guys.